We've been to Seven Sisters.
So you do this every day?
Not every day, no.
Just come out and
Come out when the spirit tells you to come out.
I hear you, bro. Good on you, bro. I've got respect for that. Who's just standing up? Touch me. Stay strong, stay
try and
safe.
get back into this, bro.
Yeah?
This is life and death.
Bro, that's what I'm trying to do. But you know what?
Yeah.
You have to be of the right mentality. Right. You understand? Because when you go into something, you have to go into it open-minded and without stress on your head. And that's why I need to go where I'm going. If I do get back, then my mindset will be totally different. You understand what I'm saying? Right now, it's corrupt.
It's going to collapse, isn't it? This society.
I know it's going to collapse so much. I know it is, brother. And this is what I'm saying to my daughter. We need to get our own shit together. Yeah, and we need to
get out of it, man. Get out of it. Because these people are going to run up on your door and try and eat you. They're going to cannibalism's coming back.
I know. You know what? I was telling someone. Excuse me. I was telling someone a couple of years ago. Yeah. I was saying to them that the only time these people are going to wake up is when they start literally murdering people in the street. Yeah. When they put the curfew on, when you're out, they start shooting you, and then you know they're going to shoot first, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. And then you people see, because you know what? We've helped them create the society. Right. You've never listened to us when we've been telling you about what's going on. Right. We've been disenfranchised, oppressed and everything, yeah? Even killed. And you wasn't interested. Like one woman said to me the other day, I went to one of these marches. She said, oh no, look what they're doing to us. I said to her, let me tell you something. When it was happening to us and we were telling you wasn't listening. Right. Yeah?
Right.
Now it's happening to you, you want to cry. Hold on.
She
said, oh yeah, but we're all in the same boat. I said, let me tell you something. I've never seen the fucking boat. Yeah? Understand that, yeah?
Right.
So,
all of a sudden now, you got to help them out.
I said to her,
I
said to her, let me tell you something, yeah? It's like dog shit on the street, yeah? You walk past it every day, and you don't care because it's someone else's problem.
Not on your shit.
But when you step in it,
yeah,
and it's the same shit, yeah? And she was like, oh yeah, but I said I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it because this is what you do. Yeah? You're like everyone else. Yeah? We're all together when you're oppressed. Right. But when I'm oppressed, and I'm always oppressed, I'm oppressed from day one.
That's how it works with him.
Yeah, I'm oppressed from
day one. About the runner.
Yeah,
the white woman.
Yeah, in barefoot.
When she started to lose, they said she's fucking South African now again. She was British when she was winning.
Yeah, but come on, bruv. Come on, look at the football team the other day.
Yeah.
Look, we're all niggas. We know we're all niggas. Why are you supporting that shit for? Why are you fucking
Sterling got him to the final.
Why are you wasting your money on that shit? Do you know all them brothers who are up there and that? They should just come out and say, you know what?
No, they're they got that.
There you go, because you know what? They've got no spirit.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah? If any of them were any good, yeah, they would have come out and said, you know what? I've got enough money. Let me start building my... Yeah, that's it, because you know what, their head's so far up the people's
they're going to lose all that anyway.
They will.
All the riches are going to come to naught, because this place is cankered. The riches is not real. It's not gold and silver. It's just digital money. So all they've got to do is shut down the banks.
They're going to get a couple of years. That's why they killed Gaddafi, innit? Because he was going to open up a centralised bank and that.
He's going to use gold.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. He was going to use a commodity, not no promissory. Yeah, not no promissory note. But that's why they dealt with it.
Because he was going to build up
Africa.
Africa.
He was dealing with these people and that, they didn't like it.
But he was going to build up Africa.
I know he was.
And they said, no, we can't do that.
Come on, bro.
Let's kill this geezer. He's a tyrant.
There you go. This is what I'm saying to you. So everyone that stands up,
that's everyone. And not everyone's got the protection of God.
Well,
you don't see a lot of spiritual guys, so you don't understand.
No, it's not that. We will see though, bro. Because at the end of the day, when it all comes down to it, whatever's left,
don't worry. The best man stands. What do you say? The best man stands or something, they say? The last man stands.
Yeah,
some kind of
standing.
Yeah, don't worry. My faith is in the one they call Jesus Christ. His real name is Yahweh Shai. Yahweh. Because he was never a Jesus. There was no J's to the 1300s, to the 1430s.
I know. Once you
so what was his
that,
name? His name was Yahweh Shai. It means he is the deliverer. And he's coming to deliver us again out of the hands of white people, the state man.
Well, hopefully, bruv, you know what?
Hopefully, it's been written in here. It's written that we went into slavery in here. It's written we're going to be taken out of slavery.
Well,
because we don't read, our people don't read this. But when they read it,
the Revelations is here, bruv.
Of course, we're in the book. Not just Revelations, we're in the whole Bible. There's prophecies throughout this whole Bible. Deuteronomy tells you we'll go to slave ships. We'll be sold. We have a yoke of iron around our neck. Our babies will be fed to alligators. Yeah? We will come down very low. Our people, man, are just hanging on trees and their children watching.
And when are these not coming? When are these not coming? They're coming. Got us in enslave us again.
No, these is our salvation. White man knows that. That's why he makes all the movies like Independence Day, Will Smith fighting aliens. They're coming to deliver us, man. That's how we're going out. We went out in style in Egypt when Moses led us through the Red Sea, parted the Red Sea.
Yeah.
That was the first time. Right? This time we're going out in extra style now. We're going to leave in these things. Man is going to get beamed up and they're going to get beamed back down to conquer the whole world. Because the same way they took the world from us, they took it by violence. We're going to take it by violence.
It's me, I'm waiting for them to come.
I don't know if you're going to make it though, bro.
Thank you.
I'm telling you the truth. Are you doing what I'm doing? You got to come into this, bro. You know what I mean? You got to come into this.
So what I'm saying to you is that so you don't have no like you don't actually organise anything like that. You just
no, the Lord said come out here. I'll go to my friends down Brixton. All the Lord said to do is come out on the streets and preach this word, whether they hear or whether they forbear, whether the people listen or they don't. Tell these people, they're the Israelites, one called Jesus Christ is coming back for them.
The 12 tribes, bruv.
Keep the commandments of God, all 613 to the best of your ability, because he knows we can't keep them fully because we're in this wicked satanic kingdom. So he says, do that. That's what I'm doing. He says, because I got this understanding of the Bible, he told me to come out here and preach this word and take the blood off of your hands.
It's funny, these all people of colour, aren't they?
Yeah, yeah.
All of them.
Yeah. And they're all the low. When you look at them, they're all the lowest people.
Yes,
on the
they
earth.
are actually.
They're favelas, they're
Very
ghettos.
true. Yep.
Exactly what God
Absolutely.
people said.
And it's funny because I've travelled the world, I've seen a lot of this.
But they're the Israelites and the conquistadors went over there and they killed them. The Mayans and Aztecs. They're Israelites. That's their true biblical nationality. We are not Hispanics. We are not black people.
No,
not West Indians.
You know what? Yeah, it's funny because you obviously know who she is, Frances West Grelsey. She was the one who showed me a lot about the colour thing, the gene. Because if it wasn't for her, I'd still be stuck in that mentality. You understand what I mean? So there's certain people who open or who elucidate things for you, but you have to, it's about reading the right people. You understand what I'm saying? This is all predicted, bruv. It's predicted from time. You get me? Look at Garvey told us all about this. No one was this.
Harvey wanted to go back to Africa. We're not Africans. We're not Africans. He's taking us back to
I know, but
the place where we're not from.
Yeah, but you've got to remember, even the Black Wall Street and places like that they tried to set up.
Yeah, but they had bits of truth. They never had the whole truth. That's what they had.
But that can't work, can it? You've
No,
got to have all the truth and blast it into people so that they can't.
But we can't. What it is, I can preach this, but the Lord gives the increase. Understand? It tells you there's a parable of the seed that fell on stony ground. Because if you put a seed on here, will it grow?
No.
Right. So it needs earth.
Obviously.
Right.
Yeah,
So
obviously.
the earth is when they get the understanding. You understand? Because I could preach it to some. The way I learned it, I was on the internet, me and my brethren there, smoking weed and whatnot. You understand? I was watching kung fu films. You know what I mean? I was kung fu films.
I've got loads of them,
next
bro.
minute, when I come across these guys on the street, and I stopped it there and I said, wait. And I listened. And I listened to the way they was dissecting the Bible. Give me this, give me that. When someone's answering questions, give me this, give me that, give me that, give me this. And they was just chopping out and I said, wait a minute. This looks something very good. From there, I was watching, learning. My friend used to come with a bag of weed until I said to him, I stopped smoking, bro. Put my prayers up and he took that smoke demon off me. I don't smoke no cigarette, no nothing.
Yeah. You can't be doing
He used to
anything.
come back of my yard with a big shake.
You got to have your own mind to yourself, bro.
No,
that's what I'm saying. My daughter's a vegan, and that clean, and she's got a brain on. You understand? So I'm blessed like that. Whereas my children are not corrupted by the system. You understand? They're open to information and they know proper, which is brilliant. Which is, you know,
That's good. That's a good
at the
foundation.
end of the day, when I'm gone, at least I've left something for them, innit? You know what I mean? But Hopefully I'll see
Hopefully
you
not
around
here.
again, yeah?
This ain't gonna be here, so.
Yeah. Well, whenever, bruv.
Yeah, they ain't gonna get here.
Whenever.
Alright, bruv, you take care, yeah?
Be safe, yeah?
Yeah. Right, so this is what we're out here for. To preach the gospel. What is the good news? The good news is that these people that put us in slavery are gonna go into slavery. Okay? This is the gospel. Right, the gospel is good news. Like I said. What is the good news? The good news is the blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians, the people that you call niggers, baboons, coons, monkeys, they are God's chosen. This is the good news. And when the black Christ comes back, we're going to put all these nations into slavery. Right? So let's read the gospel. Isaiah 61. Let's read the gospel. The good news. Right, let's get the Luke, I think it's 4:17. Right, this is the gospel, right? This is what Yahweh Shai said. The gospel of the one they call Jesus Christ. Right, the good news. The good news is the ones you call niggers, monkeys, baboons, wetbacks are children of God. Yeah? And the good news is this garbage. This ain't no Jesus, this is garbage. The good news is he's black. Christ is a black guy. Right? He's a black guy. Yeah? He left a black guy, come back a black guy, and all lesbians and homosexuals are going to get put down when the real black Christ comes, right? He's not into carpet punching. This is off this society, okay? All this is off. The Lord made a woman for a man, not two women to hang together and carpet munch. Not two sword fighters, men sword fighting, yeah? This is this world, corrupt. So let's get the gospel. And this Luke 4:17. And it says, and there was delivered unto him the book of the prophets, Elias, that's Elijah. And when he had opened the book, he found the place where it is written, the Spirit of the Lord is upon me, because he had anointed me to preach the gospel to the poor. Who are the poor? Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. The ones that are looked down on. But now you're getting poor crackers. Why are you getting poor Edomites? Because their society is falling apart now. They built their society of slave labour. How is the society built? Oh, it's you again. Where's your bike?
Sorry?
Where's your bicycle?
I don't have a bike.
Huh?
I don't have a bike.
Oh, it's not you then.
I just walk.
Oh.
Do I look similar to someone?
Yeah, you look like the guy I did before.
Oh,
How do you
see.
feel about this?
I just saw NASA and the Nazis.
How do you feel about that?
What is it?
How do you feel about that?
Is this in our history books? What they say?
How do you feel about that? What do you think should happen for this? So you just sweep it underneath the carpet and just forget about it? Let bygones be bygones? What do you reckon? What would you do? I'll tell you what, if you was emperor of this place, like we've got the queen. What if you was the king of this place? What would you do? How would you reconcile this? You know? What would you say? Right, I'm going on the news. I'm going to tell people.
Have you heard of your theory that black people, natives, were the indigenous Americans?
We know that. I'm not saying. I know exactly that. Yes, Aztecas and the Incas.
Because it's one thing to talk about like reparations, there's another thing to talk about we came here and stole it.
Right, and that's what happened, isn't it?
Yeah, well,
right.
That's what I
White
think.
people stole it,
Like you
right?
say, too.
So, alright, then, so how would you, what's the word I'm looking for? Like I said, what reparations do you think for this? Because someone's got to pay.
That's not for me to decide.
No, I'm asking you. No, I'm not saying for you to decide.
That's
I'm
for,
saying
that's for you
if
guys.
No.
Right, if you leave it to me, I would ask you. I would
Okay.
say, what do you...
I'll show you what. I'll read the
Right.
Bible. This is what we want. This is what we want. I want exactly what the Bible wants. This is Revelations 13 and
Is that the King James one?
yeah, King James is a black guy.
I
By the way.
bought that, but I've never...
King James is a black guy, by the way. Not the
Was
white
he
guy.
really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I'll show you what King James. Yeah?
And he was English?
There he is there.
Where was he from?
It was King of Scotland, the sixth King of Scotland, and the first England, King of England. Yeah? King James. Here's his mother there, Mary Queen of Scots, his grandmother, Mary Queen of Scots, a black woman. So everything they lied, they told us that white people was all these people. So it was a lie. When they put us in slavery, they told us, do you know what that is? Beautiful, light-skinned black woman. Elizabeth the First. You know she opened up all the theatres for William Shakespeare. Let me show you something. Let me show you a picture of William Shakespeare if I still got it there. Yeah, that's our deliverance. That's how we're going to be delivered. Jesus Christ is coming back on me. I've got a picture of William Shakespeare somewhere. Yeah, anyway, as I was saying, at the end of the day, let me show you what white was something would happen to you. Would you class yourself? English, Scottish, Welsh?
Well, I'm born and grew up in Wales, but I wouldn't
So
say
you're more
I'm
English. You're English.
I don't, to be honest, I don't think
Right,
I'm
would you
any.
say you're Caucasian?
Well, if you're looking at this,
What does Caucasian mean?
right.
No, it was coined by a man called Johann Blumenbach. It means dwellers of the Caucasus Mountains. Cave dwellers. Pavement. Up.
Where are those mountains?
The Caucasus, Georgia, Russia. This is pavement, Mary Lee. Pavement.
I missed out on that, Gino, because I'm not very fucking area.
Yeah, no, but you're red. When the sun comes out, you go like that, didn't you?
That's right, yeah, I do.
Yeah. So you're red, the Esau.
Does that mean I'm like
You're the Edomites.
Viking?
We're not Vikings. We are the Scandinavians. Everything you just taught, you stole. Everything that what? You see, you went to Iraq.
Where did my ancestors come from?
Your ancestors come from here. Esau. You're an Edomite. You know such thing as a white person.
Where is that road?
No, you've got a land called Mount Seir. It's north of the land of Israel. It's called the land of Palestine. The land of Akbar. It's called the land of Akbar. There's Mount Seir where you dwell. You dwell in Mount Seir. Dwellings in the fact anyway, that's your father. That's our father. You and me are more related. I'm more related to you than the Africans and the Chinese and everything. You're my big brother. But what thing is, you're my big evil big brother, Esau. Because brothers don't burn brothers. Brothers don't sell brothers. Brothers don't rape each other's women and all that, do they? And that's what happened to us. At the end of the day, Esau...
I mean, like... Well, yeah. I mean, to be honest...
It happened, didn't it?
It did, it did.
Right.
But...
So what do you think the punishment is for them? That's what I'm trying to get to.
Yeah.
Here, let me read the
Well, I
punishment.
don't think there should be a punishment.
There is! What? Look, this society was built off of 400 to 500 years of free labour.
Yeah,
Can I see your eyes?
Did the Egyptian...
I can't see your eyes. I want to see your
Did
eyes.
the Egyptian pharaohs have slaves?
Yes! Your white people are the modern day Egyptians. That's why it calls you, but Egyptians weren't our people.
Weren't there white slaves in there?
No, the Egyptians were not white people. That's another lie. You understand? When Ptolemy went there, that's when they became white. Alexander, you know Alexander the Greek?
The Great.
No, he's a faggot. He was a Greek. Alexander the freak. He was a freak.
Okay.
Yeah? Because you know, I've watched a film with, what's his name? Farrell. Colin Farrell. He played Alexander the Greek. He had his boyfriend dancing for him. Yeah? And his mother was Angelina Jolie. Yeah? He liked men and women. He went both ways. understand? Normal, like Cesare. Like this man here. They put him up as the new Jesus Christ. Cesare Borgia. There he is there. There he is there. That's the modus operandi of the white man. He's a homosexual, child molester, you know. All them things, all them reprobate
Well, we
things
go to, I take photos of the protests that go around
I know,
to
you're doing a good
BBC.
job.
They've got, have you seen the statue on the front of the BBC?
Yeah, it's a picture.
The guy that sculpted it was a paedophile.
That's what I'm trying to say.
He had sex with both of his daughters and the family dog.
Right.
And they've still got the statue. They won't take
But
it
that
down.
is the modus operandi of white people. They're corrupt. Julius Caesar, Flavius Caesar, all of them, some of them had done sex with boys and sex with their horses. This is the modus operandi of the white man. He's telling you he's crooked. And let me show you this. This is what's coming for white people. This is Revelations 13 and 9. Revelations means to fulfill. We're in the last days now. We've got them queued up for petrol. The shops are going to be completed for Christmas. We're in the downfall of the white man's kingdom. It says here, if any man have an ear, let them hear. He that leadeth into captivity, what's captivity?
Slavery.
Right.
Slavery.
He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword, how did you kill us? With the sword. How did they kill the native Indians? With a Wilkinson sword. It says, he that killeth with the sword must be killed, the Gatling gun. And the Wilkinson, first before that, it was the Wilkinson sword. The cavalry, you know the United States cavalry? They had Wilkinson sword. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. This is it. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. So the saints are the Israelites, according to Psalms 50 and 5. We are waiting because Jesus Christ is going to make his second coming. And like I said, this was never Jesus Christ. This is him. It says in a Borgia. Got a picture of him here, look. This is Pope Rodrigo. Yeah, he told Leonardo and Michelangelo to paint his son as the new Jesus Christ.
Yeah, absolutely.
This man had sex with his own sister Lucretia, killed his brother and brother-in-law, yeah, and tried to kill his father. This man here, they put up with Jesus Christ. But that's what white people do. We explained it. He told me we're murderers. Yeah, Humphrey told me down there, BBC, they got the statue of the guy.
Is that Jesus Christ?
No, it's a pedophile. What this guy was telling me, got one down BBC.
So on BBC, if you look at the front of BBC, they've got a statue, and the statue is of an old man with a naked boy in front of him.
Right, see what I mean? They portray paedophilia.
And they refuse to take it down.
They won't take it down because this is what your government officials are about.
Yeah.
Prince Andrew, right? He's got
BBC.
Cliff Richard's got away now.
Prince Charles.
He's well known. Even the Queen.
Yeah.
She took children from Australia. And from Australia, they went missing when they went to Australia.
That was Canada.
And Australia as well.
Yeah. So
So there's some in Australia, yeah.
And they're the crown countries.
So they're all
as well.
paedophiles. This land is full of Edomite paedophiles. These people. You know what? Because it tells you Caucasus Mountain. Cave dwellers. That's what it means, cave dwellers.
So how does that link to them being child predators?
Because it tells you, look, let's read it for you. This is Hebrews. It's all in this Bible. Let's get Hebrews.
And you look at Epstein's Island.
Yeah,
what was going on there?
He was a Jewish person. You know what they done?
Yes, he was. Yeah, he was.
You know what they done? They got him. What it is? They got a body double. They got him out of it. He worked for the Israeli Mossad.
Yeah, I believe that.
They got him out of it.
I like it.
You're a wise man. You're very wise. You're the wisest Edomite I've come across yet. This is Hebrews 12 and 16, and it says, you ask me why white people are so twisted and the way they are. This is Hebrews 7 and 14, 12 and 16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane. What does profane mean? Comes from the Greek word profanus. Outside of the temple, basically. Like, God is putting outside of morality. His morals is not right. It says, at least there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau. Esau, father of the Edomites. Yeah? These are the Edomites. So for white people, it tells you Genesis, the first came out red. What colour would you say these guys are? Right, red, isn't it? And when the sun comes out, you go red, isn't it? Right, so they're the Edomites, yeah? It says here, Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. Now, have you had steak before? How do you like your steak? Oh, okay, right, so what is this? What's this called? No, what's it called? This is the delicacy what white people eat. It's called what?
Oh, steak.
Steak tartare.
Okay.
It says here, lest there be any fornicator as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. Do you know in the story of Jacob and Esau, when Esau come out of the forest hunting, because what is one of the main things that white people do? They like hunting, don't they? When you go on the internet, you put in hunting programs, what people are you going to see? You're going to see Caucasians. Because your blessing was the sword. You read about it. The blessing of the white man is the sword. That's why you've got your armies, you've got your stealth bombers. No one can take down the white man's army. They've tried, but they can't, because your blessing is the sword. That's what God gave you, because it tells you. Because like I said, me and you are more brothers than the Africans and anybody. What happened is, I'm gonna tell you in a nutshell. What happened was, you went out hunting, yeah? You went out, I'm gonna say me and you, because we're brothers, yeah? You're Esau and Jacob, yeah? Right, you went out hunting, right? Because our father said, because you was the firstborn, you're supposed to get the blessing, right? Blessing is to live, to control the world forever. As you can see, you're coming to the end of yours now, but you didn't get that blessing. That's our blessing. What it was, you went out to hunt because your father said, I love your venison. Our father loved deer meat, and you was the hunter. You being the hunter could bring the deer meat. So he said, go get the deer meat for me, and I'll give you the blessing so you can rule the world forever. This was the blessing. So you went out to get the deer meat, right? And our mother heard, and she told me to go. She said, go get the goat skin, right? And bring the venison. What are you going to do? Put the goat skin on you, because Esau was a hairy man. Your father's going blind, so when he touches you, he will feel the hairs of Esau. Right? So what happened was, I went and got the goat meat, I got the venison, I got the hairs off of the goat and I put it on me. Our mother cooked it, and I brought it to father, and our father says, is that you, Esau? And he thought it was you. And he said, it sounds like Esau. Come nearer, my son, come nearer. So when I come nearer now, I had the hairs on me. See the hairy part of that? I had that. He said, come here, I want to feel you. Because remember, you were supposed to get the blessing to rule forever. Kingdom of heaven. So he touched me now, and he felt all those hairs. And he says, it feels like Esau, but it sounds like Jacob. Because he was old, he was up in age, he said, you know what, I'm going to give you the blessing anyway. Because that venison was nice, you know what I mean? So, took it down, and now, I ate the venison, I got the blessing, right? The blessing is we're going to rule this planet in righteousness. No more homosexuals, no more child molesters, no more bestiality. Well, everyone's going to be outside of our temple, outside of our temple. Anyway, you come now, and he said, here's the venison, you come back and you've got the deer, and our father was shocked. He said, oh shit. He said, I've given you a blessing already to your brother. And you started to cry now. You said, oh, crying. Haven't you got a blessing for me? One blessing. And the blessing was that you're going to rule the earth for a dispensation of time. And you're going to have the fatness of the earth. Now, let me ask you a question. Who lives in the best places on this planet? White people, Chinese people, Japanese people. Who lives in the best places? White people, innit? That was your blessing. But it's not to rule forever. Right? Like you said, you can see your kingdom's falling now. Yeah? Because we're up next. It tells us in here. Let's get it. This is 2nd Ezra 6 and 7. 6 and 7. It says here. And it says here. Then answered I and said, what be the parting asunder of times? or when will be the end of the first, the end of this kingdom, and the beginning of it that followeth? And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born, these two brothers, when Jacob and Esau were born, and they're twins, not identical, paternal, to come out the same woman. It says, of him, Jacob's hand took the heel of Esau. See it there? See the hand taking the heel? This is symbolic, because when Christ comes back, we're going to take the white man down out of his power. Because we can't do it now. We haven't got Exocet missiles. We ain't got Comanche helicopters. Right? We haven't got all these stealth bombers.
It's like if they want to force vaccinate everyone.
They could do it. They've got the army to do it.
Military.
Yeah, right. Right. So you're a very clever guy, bro. And it says here, for Esau is the end of the world. This is the end of this world. Because when it says end of the world, it doesn't mean the world is going to explode. It just means the end of a rulership.
Cycle, right?
Yeah. You know, like it goes down that.
Like
Yeah.
the Yuga cycles.
Yeah, you know, it's always a cycle, isn't it? You've got the moon cycle, you've got the sea cycle, the tide comes in and out. So it says Esau is the end of the world, so that means that rulership. Greek word is eon, end of an eon, the end of an age. Because the Egyptians ruled, didn't it, at one time?
Yes.
Remember, the Egyptians.
I think obviously the Greeks, the Persians,
Right.
the Babylonians,
So the Greeks have, the Romans had three cracks at it. Take that one as well. Right. So it says that Esau is the end of the world, yeah? And Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Right? So we're up next. This is what it said. When Christ comes back, is Christ coming back in this? Your government knows about this. What it is they're talking about.
You see Project Ruby?
Right. That's that Project Ruby is a hologram. They want to try But these are really, the government sees these. My friend keeps sending me things on the internet about loads of people. They're seeing these regular now. There's probably one cloak. So at the end of the day, what I'm trying to say is, Jesus Christ, the black guy's on his way. This is why you're seeing all these things. Because it says in here.
The thing is, right, if it's from those regions, it stands to reason.
Yeah, but you're from there as well. Jerusalem, so-called the white man, but like I said, we're brothers.
Isn't that the 12 tribes? Yeah. They were all a bit different anyway.
Now the 12 tribes are there. Negroes, West Indians, Haitians,
so
Dominicans.
We're all in the same family.
Who is?
Well, if
They are.
the 12
We're not. We was brothers at once, but you broke the covenant. When you put us in slavery and you went up with the Babylonians, you went against us. You would have been all right, but you went against us. But it was all planned, because it says it here, look.